Here we are again for another episode of the Blotter Podcast. We got Timmy and Trey in the studio tonight. Okay. We silent?
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, we're here.
Weren't gonna say nothing?
Miming over here, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Sign language. Now we got a good episode lined up. Tonight we are doing the legendary Allman Brothers Band.
Yeah.
Got Trey's pick.
Yes.
And first things first, give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow. Anything you can do to help us out. Tell us what we're doing good. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Any suggestions? Any albums or bands you want us to bring up on the podcast? And without further ado, we'll jump right into it. I believe I got elected to go first.
Yeah, you did.
So I will start with the albums. My number 3 Allman Brothers album would be Win, Lose, or Draw.
Hey, okay.
Now, it's funny that I like that album because it's actually one of the most hated albums by the band members themselves. Like, they absolutely hated that album. Like, they just did not like it at all. Yep. It was the first album. I believe it was the first album. Or excuse me, it wasn't the first album. It was the album post Brothers and Sisters, and that was their biggest album.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was their most successful album, was Brothers and Sisters. Yeah. But
this
I
was
still
the
like Win, Lose, or Draw. Yeah. Yep, it was the first one with. Excuse me, I'm fucking up already. I got my albums mixed up.
I'm about to say,
Just forget I said that right then.
Because you just reminded me of something.
Sorry, I just woke up. About pulled the tray. Slept through the podcast.
Yeah,
There you go.
Not once, but I've done it twice. You hire me. I'm the guy.
Nah, I will definitely say Win, Lose, or Draw. Number 3 for me.
All right.
Timmy?
Timmy, what is your number 3?
Yeah. Fighting a damn ear infection. So if you see me doing this, I swear to God, I'm not smoking meth or anything. I'm trying to get my ear to pop. Shut up, Trey.
No, that's my
Jesus.
What are them boys up to in that shack?
I swear. Man, my number 3, I don't know if y'all went through all the Allman Brothers albums, but I went through almost all of them. I didn't make, I think I missed 1 or 2 in the, the second to last album I didn't get to listen to. It just wouldn't fucking play on my thing. It kept I don't know if whoever had the videos on YouTube deleted them or whatever, but that's what it would show the video, but then when you click on it, it would just say deleted on the thing. So I don't know. But after listening to them for what feels like a month, I mean, I just went straight down the Allman Brothers rabbit hole, man, and just fucking was listening to it just nonstop daily. Just I tortured, everybody that was in my presence with Allman Brothers.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I found the Allman Brothers. It's a hard list to make because most of their stuff is all live.
Yeah.
Well, see, that was another thing. I didn't listen to the live albums. I didn't count them. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Not saying that y'all couldn't. I didn't. I was skipping all the live albums.
Yeah, I literally.
Well, a lot of their albums, half of them were live. Not
that's what I was gonna
the
say.
albums in general, but the albums themselves, half of them were live.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Some songs on
Mhm.
there,
But
some of them were live and some of them were not.
so for me,
Yeah.
number 3 was Where It All Begins.
Oh, okay.
That one come out in the early 90s, I think. Late 80s, early 90s, something like that. And I can't remember if that was the album that they did when they got back together. Like, you know, Greg Allman did like a solo thing there for a little while. But Where It All Begins, man, that album just one of the songs actually made my top 5 that's from that album. And I mean, dude, just front to back, a lot of killer stuff. Like, they were all on top of their game on that album. It to me, I mean, I would put it beside, you know, Brothers and Sisters, you know, stuff like that. Like, it was a great album. And the mix of it was really well. Like, I really loved the sonic mix of that album. Sounds great. Like, you can tell it was recorded in a studio, but it sounds like they were all just in a room playing together. Instead of like, you know, we'll do 2 or 3 tracks and then you come back and do your part. And you know what I mean? You can definitely tell that it was, I'm going to say for the most part, it was probably live recorded. You know, like that's how they did it back in the, you know, 60s and 70s anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, Where It All Begins. That's my number 3, man. That's a great album. Like, I mean, I would fucking, you know, I would buy that album before I bought some of the other ones. I'll say that. Like, great album.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, Timmy, because they're really, like, they're labeled as a Southern rock band, but I think even they themselves didn't like that label because it made it too it was too narrow of a category.
They were more like
you know, they're known for like jam bands, like they're jam band.
They even said that. I was like, they like jazz and stuff like that, and I watched it.
Yeah.
I called them the Southern Grateful Dead the other day.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much. I mean, I'm not a big Deadhead fan, but they were definitely a jam band, and they said that. I saw an interview where they were talking about that. They said they didn't label themselves as Southern rock. They were labeled by the, you know, the whatever
record company,
the CEOs and shit, like the papers, you know, the labels. They were just labeled.
It's like the grunge thing.
After they come out with like Midnight Rider or something like that. It was later on that they got labeled as they're actually considered the first Southern rock band.
I will say that when
even
listening,
they're just to themselves.
When listening to the Allman Brothers, when listening to a lot of their albums, I will say that I watched a documentary about Skinner where they said that a lot of record labels wouldn't sign them because to a lot of the labels, they were just another Allman Brothers. And I will say that listening to some of the Allman Brothers, on some of these albums, I could definitely hear the Skinner-ish sound. I could tell what they were talking about. I'm like, I'm like, damn, that sounds influence. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You know, it's got that, like, they don't sound the same, but it's got that same feel to it. It's, you know what I mean? I could see where they would be considered similar on certain songs. Like, you can't take, like, you know, Sweet Melissa and be like, oh yeah, they're just in the same category as, you know, Give Me 3 Steps. Like, but overall, like, you could definitely fucking hear it.
Yeah.
At least I could anyway. You know. But whatever. Skinner's the shit. Yeah. Fuck them. But anyway, fucking yeah. Where It All Begins, man. That's my number 3. What you got, Trey?
Oh, I'm sitting here marking them out right now. Like,
Trey's changing them as we go.
Yeah, no, because I was sitting here trying to read some shit. I had them mixed up, man. I get mixed up real quick. I can't even pronounce that. It's the fucking Idlewild South.
Idlewild South.
Idlewild South. I think that's gonna be my number 3. Honestly, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's a solid album.
Yeah, you know that was named after. Isn't that named after Dickie Betts Ranch? Did he buy a ranch?
So it was named after. I looked it up. I can't remember what it was.
Damn it! Come out a few days before my dad's birthday, September 23rd, 1970. That's why I was looking at the years and everything. And I get mixed up with the songs on these albums, man. Like I said, I just love the Allman Brothers, man. They just kick ass.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Dad said that while you're looking that up, Dad got to see the Allman Brothers, man.
Oh,
back
dude,
in like
killer.
The late 90s, early 2000s, because he always wore his mushroom shirt that said the Allman Brothers. And he saw the, I think it was Charlie Daniels and Friends tour. So check this out. If I remember correctly, this is what he saw. He saw Allman Brothers, Skinner. I think it was Allman Brothers, Skinner, Hank Jr., Charlie Daniels. 38 Special, and like there was somebody else. There was like 5 or 6 bands. I was like, shit, I hear you.
Yeah, I watched a thing and like read a thing about it.
Oh, I got you right here, Timmy. So the title Idlewild South came from, they had a cabin on a lake outside Macon, Georgia, which is like their home base.
Yeah.
What became their home base, and they said their second home was New York City. That's what they all, that was the general consensus amongst the band members.
Oh wow!
And they called it Idlewild South because it reminded them, like, it was so busy, people always coming and going.
Yeah.
It reminded them of New York City's Idlewild Airport.
Oh, I got you.
So it was the Idlewild South.
Yeah.
So they wound up naming the album that too.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I couldn't remember what it was.
Something that I got something like, what is it? Something that I've actually heard people say
You
is
got
like,
something.
yeah, they're from stop it, get out of it. They were actually from Jacksonville, Florida.
Florida, yeah.
Yep, Jacksonville, Florida is pretty much where they were from originally.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot, like, I've talked to a lot of guys that didn't know that, and it's like, yeah, they hung out and jammed with fucking Skinner, 38 Special, all them guys. They were all friends and hung out and jammed like together. Ain't that some shit? Where the fuck?
Tom Petty.
Yeah, Tom Petty. I was about to say that was
Yeah.
another one. I just actually heard that today.
Yeah.
Listening to some shit that Tom Petty was one of the ones. They were all from like the same area, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Madlock, Blackfoot. All those guys were all from the same area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, they also like relocated up closer to the Florida-Georgia line.
Yeah.
And that's, I believe that's where they met, like, Barry Oakley. I think Dwayne Allman actually met Barry Oakley, the original bass player.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if that's where Butch Trucks is from. I think him and JMO are from Macon. I can't remember which ones, but I know that's where like a couple of them met, and they wound up being their home base eventually. Macon, Georgia.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Was it oh shit. Go ahead, Jimbo.
You good, buddy?
We keep talking. Yeah. Sorry, I got eczema. That's why I'm scratching, man. Come on now. Condition, man. It's condition.
Sure, I got itch.
Yeah, I'm here scratching my arm. He's looking at me like I'm on drugs or something. I'm like, hey, man, calm down. None of that.
I was just joking about that meth shit,
Today, boys, I'm sorry. All we got for you is Mick Meth burgers.
that was just a joke, Trey.
Mick Meth burgers and Coke.
McMeth burgers.
Mick Meth burgers and Coke, baby. I was fall down a rabbit hole, but I'm gonna go ahead and Jimbo hit us with your number 2 album.
All right, my number 2 could easily be my number 1. It was my number 1 when I started my list, and then I wound up changing it. But my number 2 is gonna be Eat a Peach.
I got you.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I absolutely love that album.
That's what's up.
That's a great album too.
Yeah. It was the last album before during the recording of it was when Dwayne Allman got killed.
Yeah, some of the songs have him on it, and some of them do not, I believe.
Yeah, and it was there's a legend that goes along with the album cover because it's the long bed truck with the giant peach on the back.
Oh yeah.
Well, the legend, rock and roll legend, was that Dwayne Allman was hit by a peach truck. And that's what wound up killing him. And then on the back, there's the same truck, but it has a watermelon on it. And Barry Oakley, the original bass player, he died almost a year to the day. Yeah. In the same, like, a street over from where Dwayne Allman was killed. They said it was like 4 blocks. They said he got hit by a watermelon truck. Yeah. So that was like that was the legend surrounding that album, which both are not true. I think that one of them got hit by a truck, one of them got hit by a bus or something like that.
Both of them on motorcycles.
Yeah, both of them on motorcycles.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it was like almost a year to the day, and they were only about 4 blocks from each other. like you said, like the next or it's like right down.
Yeah, it was very close. I've actually got to spend a little time in Macon, Georgia, and I've been to the big house, they call it, which is now like the Allman Brothers Museum. That's actually where they wrote a bunch of the songs for Eat a Peach. Yeah, it's a cool little place to check out if you ever got time.
Hell yeah.
They actually named one of the roads there the Barry Oakley Boulevard or whatever it is, and the Dwayne Allman overpass, or there's a couple things named after them there.
I got you.
They're very integral to that town. Like it's very
yeah.
They pay a lot of respect to them.
Yeah, they're proud of them, which they should be. That's awesome, man.
For sure.
Timmy?
But yeah, number 2, man, Eat a Peach.
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess that goes good with my number 2.
Oh, is your number 2 Eat a Peach?
Yeah, what's my number 2?
Eat a Peach.
Hey, that's funny.
All right.
Might as well skip me then because my number 2 is Eat a Peach. That's all
right. Yo, all right.
Number 2 is Eat a Peach. I was laughing because look,
Yeah.
number 2 Eat a Peach. That's why I was like, hey, we got a lot in common, cuz.
Well, Jimbo, what's your number 1?
Yeah, well,
That's one of the very few
that's the
all
part.
around consensus on the same number.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the right circle that. Let's
We
go
haven't
on.
had one of those since the I think it was the Boston album episode
Probably.
Yeah.
when we all had peace of mind.
Yeah.
I think that's what it
That's
was.
all I'm gonna say. If you can guess all of the albums or songs that we've all connected,
Well, Jimbo, what's
Yeah.
your number 1?
you get a sticker. No, okay.
My number 1, after listening to most of these albums over and over again, I had to go with Brothers and Sisters. That's their most successful album. I mean, that's the one with Ramblin' Man, and it's like
It's the one with Jessica.
that was
Yeah.
it's got Jessica.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's it.
amazing album.
Yeah. Front to back.
Amazing album, front to back.
Growing up, that's the one I had. Like
Which is funny
one of the
because
first ones I had. You know what I mean?
that's my number 1.
And mine actually. That's why I was laughing.
Is it?
Yeah. That's like, hey, double whammy. That's why.
All right.
Shit, they're together. They copied. I assure you, I wrote mine. You know, we wrote them separate.
Yeah, Trey didn't see my list, so I just picked it up and walked over here with
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. I wrote my list earlier, so
Well, it's cool because a lot of people don't know. We actually the episodes we do they're not always in order. We jump around a lot. We'll record them and then put them out when we feel like it. So we were planning on doing this one for like what, a month?
Yeah.
yeah, or longer.
So yeah, we've had all this time to do it. We still wind up with the same list.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
No, man, Brothers and Sisters, that's a fucking masterpiece, man.
Yeah, and I love the album cover too. It's cool.
Yeah. Like, to me, there wasn't a bad song on that album.
Oh
That's
no, it's
You know what I mean?
It's like a
perfect
good-
album.
That's like I could say like as a youngin, when I was just getting
As
into
a
music,
wee lad.
as a wee little lad, collecting albums and stuff, trying to be cool, trying to be different. As a kid, I grew up with CDs and iPods.
You were different. Don't
I was different. Yeah, that was actually like when I started discovering music. That was one of the albums, like stood out. Like I loved it. You know what I mean? Like I love that album.
Yeah.
And that's how I did it. I would go to the flea mall, our local flea mall, and just buy a bunch of albums when I was younger. That's what I spent my money on, kids.
Fuck yeah, Dave was the man out there.
Yeah, guitars.
That's right. I remember Dave.
We all bought albums from Dave.
He has a shop now in Jacksonville.
With all the shit he had, he ought to.
Yeah, he has a shop in Jacksonville now.
If anybody ever been to a flea market, somebody out there have like 1, maybe 2 tables. This dude had like 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels, skateboards, and albums.
Yeah, the cover is actually a picture of Butch Truck's son.
Yeah, that's cool. See,
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that. I think that's cool as hell.
And I liked how they if you ever look at the album art, they call it Brothers and Sisters because they had on the album art they had pictures of like all their family.
Yeah.
All their families. Or they took a big picture all together.
That's
I've always thought that was kind of cool. Like keeps the family element, you know.
Oh
yeah. That's what we had to do something like that. Seeing as we're all family.
Well, we did it at that one Christmas.
Was it Christmas?
We did do it at a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to all do a Christmas get together. Goals. I'm saying it here. Goals. All the families together and
well, Jimbo,
squeeze the picture out for you.
I guess let's start with your song list. What's your number 5, bud?
Yeah, I guess we'll jump right into songs.
I'm trying.
Number 4. What better song to start off with than a track off of Brothers and Sisters?
Did he just say number 4?
My number 5 would be Southbound.
Okay, Southbound. I like Southbound.
That is probably, honestly, that could be like my top 3. It was pretty hard making the
honorable mention,
making the track list. But yeah, Southbound.
Yeah, that was one of my honorable mentions. Yeah, I like Southbound.
Yeah, that would go back to that influence of Skinner that you were talking about, Timmy.
Yeah,
that's one of those songs that could remind me of Skinner. Like not necessarily sound like them, but give it that.
Yeah.
I mean, you southbound. You know, it just feels like you're going home.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah. So what's your number 5, Timmy?
My number 5 came off of Where It All Begins. And I believe this is the opening track on the album, and it's a song called What's Done Is Done. And that song, it's got a nice blues element to it, kind of got a little swing in there, but it's fucking just pure Allman Brothers, man. And it's like, you know, like what's done is done. I've had way too much fun. Now I'm staring at a man with a gun. And what's done is done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's life in a nutshell.
Yes.
Yeah. I like how you picked one of the later albums, because if you look at the progression of the band, because I mean they've been known to be hardcore partiers and drinkers and stuff.
Yeah.
Throughout their entire careers, but when you look at them at the very beginning, they're more bluesy, jazzy, less jam band, more kind of not solid compositions where it's just first chorus, break, chorus end. There's more more guitar work, a little more intricate. They had 2 drummers, so they had different stuff going on.
Yeah.
But then you look at that album that you're talking about. What was the song called again?
What's Done Is Done.
Yeah.
What's Done Is Done. That's when that's towards the more jammy stuff.
Oh yeah. That song's definitely got a jam feel to it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That song when I listened to it, I could see them all in the studio playing that song all together.
Yeah.
Like a live recording, you know what I mean? That's how.
Yeah, that was another thing. They never liked recording songs track by track because they're known as a live band.
Yeah.
I've always been known as a live. Their breakthrough album was live at Fillmore East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a huge live album at the time.
That's a great album, though.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I didn't count it on my list because
we usually don't.
I wasn't trying to do live albums, but yeah.
Right. But like you were saying, you can tell they're all recording at the same time. They're playing that live.
Yeah, it feels like it. You know what I mean?
It's in the studio, but they're playing it live. Yeah.
And what we mean, boys and girls, by playing it live is a lot of bands. I mean, because we do it sometimes. We'll do shit track by track. Mm-hmm. Everybody plays, we get the drum track, and then we come back to the bass, then another guitar. Then Trey wants to argue about a metronome for an hour. Then we do a solo.
Terrible timing. Terrible. Beautiful writing. Terrible timing.
I don't need a click track, Timmy.
Yeah.
Then by the
SpongeBob jumps in 2 hours later.
Yeah. All right, then I guess. Let's record something.
Just fucking play the click.
Yeah, we'll record something else. Timmy will have to tell me what my timing is.
I was gonna wait till the next time we record. I'm gonna change the click to like a huh. So that's all you hear. Huh?
Oh God.
God.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Trey, what's your number 5?
Yeah.
My number 5.
Maybe I wasn't done talking about what's done is done. No. Go ahead. What's your number 5, Trey? Quit drawing doodles over here.
I'm not. I'm writing the album down. The songs come out.
Dude's over here doodle bobbing on the fucking.
I've written a lot down, man. I got a whole page right now. My number 5.
Yeah,
it was hard. It's hard to say, but I put Jessica, but it's really hard. I put Jessica as my number 5. I'm just gonna say it. It's hard, man. 5 fucking songs. It's hard. I put Jessica.
Alpha Brothers and Sisters.
Alpha Brothers and Sisters.
Yeah, Alpha Brothers and Sisters. Yeah, that's a really good song.
It is.
Instrumental, no singing.
Yeah,
straight up jam, dude.
Yeah.
That was one of the first instrumentals I remember as a kid, really just falling in love with, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I was gonna say. Like,
dude, I can remember when we were like 15, Timmy, like, man, have you heard this song, man? And sitting there playing it on like an acoustic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's a melody that like you'll never forget. I think everybody, once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Oh yeah,
and you know it.
Well, the cool thing about Brothers and Sisters is when since like Dwayne Allman was like one of the main songwriters.
Yeah.
So after Eat a Peach, he's like no longer a factor. So that's when blanking on his name.
Greg.
Oh.
Dickie
Dickie Betts, thank you.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
R.I.P. He just passed away not too long ago. He was like the main writing force for that album, and that was one you can really like hear him play on that song. Like that is him playing all those licks.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's
man.
a song. Yeah.
It kept them together. It wasn't like he like went in there like dictator and like this is how we're gonna do it now kind of shit. He was just like it kind of like organically happened like that, you know.
Yeah, he kind of took charge.
He helped. Yeah, he kind of just helped keep the band together.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at me for?
That happens from time to time.
Yeah, take.
That happens. Taking charge like that from time to time. That happens. Tracy, Trey come over here and record one guitar and a vocal. Wake up next day, Timmy sent him a whole fucking song back.
It only depends if Timmy I'm like, Timmy, let's record this. We'll record it. This is how you know if Timmy really likes it, because the next day he will get up with you at 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't go to sleep last night. I just stayed up, dude. I love that song, and I finished it. You got to come listen to it. Or he'll send it to me on the drive. I recorded everything around, like Girl, for instance, that song Girl. I literally, that was a one-time thing for me. I literally took my guitar, turned the volume down to where it was light, and recorded it and sang it at the exact same time. Yeah, the clean guitar part is just it's distorted guitar, but I just turned my volume almost all the way down, and I said I got something, and I literally just played it one time and sang it, and then the next day I woke up to he had a whole song around it. I guess he likes it. I guess he likes it, man.
Hey, it happens that way, man.
Hey, that's beauty. It's awesome.
Yeah. It was a good song.
But if you but back to the Allman Brothers.
It's catchy. The chorus is catchy.
But where I was getting at with that is like you got Dwayne was like that. He was the guy. So when he passed, it was kind of like, you know, it's hard to replace him, you know.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do now?
Yeah. Dickie Beck's like he fucking had.
I mean, what's crazy about Dwayne is he was only 24 when he died, but he was like the most accomplished slide guitar player like in the world.
Yeah, and they said he only been playing slide guitar for like a few years.
Yeah, literally. So it's like what what could have been?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking,
he actually turned down. Eric Clapton wanted him to play in Derek and the Dominoes, and he actually turned it down.
Did he? I know he did a bunch of recording with them though.
He did record with them, but he wanted him to join like full time.
Join
the band, and he was gonna do it, and like he went against it for some reason. And stayed with
because he heard. He heard. Was it Wilson Pickett? He did Dwayne Allman talked Wilson Pickett into doing a cover of "Hey Jude" by the Beatles.
Oh, nice.
And he jumped on the guitar and did a killer guitar. If y'all ain't listen to it, listen to it. It's got a killer. It's kind of heavily distorted, really towards the end, but it's a killer slide solo and stuff like that. And Eric Clapton liked that so much that he was like, it was one of those. That was the first time he said he ever heard somebody. He did the same thing with Stevie Ray Vaughan. He was like, as soon as he heard him, I got to meet this guy like right now. Like I need to find this guy. So he literally, I want to say it was at Muscle Shoals. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that's where they were at when they were doing that. And he got up with him.
You good?
You good, buddy?
Oh no, it was kids.
Yeah, I seen it.
Kind of looked like a ghost over there.
Yeah,
Didn't know if he was talking to the chick from the ring or something.
No, yeah, it was one of the kids.
I seen her at the corner. I just stopped talking. I probably should have kept talking.
Oh no, yeah, you're fine.
No, but that was that inspired Eric Clapton to go down there was when he had heard the cover "Hey Jude" he did with Wilson Pickett.
This dude wrote a whole book.
I did. He did. A lot of people don't know. Dwayne Allman did a bunch. He was a studio guitarist. That actually, I think.
Yeah, he played a lot of stuff.
He that's how he got in with it was because he started hanging out in front of Muscle Shoals. Literally, he just hung out there with his guitar until they were like, "All right, we'll hire you." You know, because and then like I said, pretty much he was a hang around. He ended up working his way in.
Dude
just
wouldn't
kept
go
showing
away.
up.
He was that guy that just literally lived outside the door, and then he ended up doing like I said, he did was it "Loan Me a Dime"?
Ain't you got a job?
Yeah,
you give me one.
Yeah, "Loan Me a Dime" first song. But he did "Hey Jude." Dude, he recorded "It Ain't Fair," Aretha Franklin. Like, there's so much push, "More Than Enough Rain." Like he did so many songs that like people don't know that he was a studio musician, a guitarist, and that's how he got hooked up with Eric Clapton and did like Layla, like that whole album pretty much. He played on like the whole album. And honestly, what a lot of people don't know is Eric Clapton didn't have that lead, that infamous lead for Layla.
I got you.
Wow. That was all Dwayne Allman. That was his idea.
At the end, like that whole outro solo thing?
I think that is Dwayne Allman doing the outro solo, but I believe he come up in the intro, they had like the same little melody.
Yeah.
He's the one that come up with like, he thought of the idea, it needs that, you know? From what I've heard, that was his idea, was you got to put a lead in the beginning of that. Or like have that lead. That lead that everybody knows that song for. That's Dwayne. Yeah, yeah. That's Dwayne Allman.
Yeah.
That's his workings. But Eric Clapton wanted to work with him. Like you said, he wanted him to join Eric and the Dominoes, and he was like, I'm good.
Yeah, he just went back to being with the Allman Brothers Band.
You know what I meant. But yeah, fun fact. For all you out there that love Eric Clapton, nothing against him, but just gonna say Dwayne Allman all my favorite stuff was Dwayne Allman on that shit.
Oh, for sure.
Just saying. Like that.
That brings me to my number 4.
Yeah. Let's get back to our shit. Rabbit hole. Yeah. I love Dwayne Allman.
It's a good rabbit hole, though. It's good.
Yeah.
Now that
knowledge.
Trey said his number 5 was Jessica, and then spent 30 minutes talking about Dwayne Allman's slide guitar.
Yeah. How I can't use it.
Yeah, the song that he wasn't on.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 4, it was a big reason I put Win, Lose, or Draw as my number 3 album. My number 4 is Can't Lose What You Never Had.
It's a good song, too.
Dude, that one, honestly, could probably could be my number 1. Honestly, I really like that song. A lot of it has to do with, I always loved their bass players. Like Barry Oakley was a really good bass player, but he played more like in a kind of like a lead style. But the bass player they had for this album, Lamar Williams, he was, I think he was on Brothers and Sisters too. I'm pretty sure he was. But he was a really good jam player. Like he was a friend of Jamo Johansson, one of the drummers, and they knew each other for a while, and they were really good at just like playing like a solid backbeat, and then everyone just built around it kind of thing.
Yeah, feeding off each other. Man.
Oh, dude, it's just a jamming song. I love it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Chemistry.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Chemistry, absolutely great chemistry.
Beautiful.
But yeah, that would be my number 4. Timmy?
Bombs going off. Did you hear that? I heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
It's not shooting over here or something.
Bunker down.
You can hear it over here.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh God, man taking over. What's your number 4?
My number
Cousin?
4, bro, my fucking ears. Fuck, I'm telling you.
That bomb.
My number 4 is Blue Sky.
Hey. Literally.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that song.
That song.
That is one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
That song
Mine
is
too,
fucking.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that song, bro, I'm just fucking. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what
that's
I mean?
another Dickie Betts song.
Yeah.
That was
Dickie
on,
Betts is-
That was on Brothers and Sisters, wasn't it?
I think it was Brothers and Sisters, yeah.
No. Is Blue Sky? I
Or was it on Eat a Peach?
it's on Eat a Peach.
Eat a Peach. Okay.
Or Eat a Peach, yeah, Eat a Peach.
I wrote down songs with my albums, like songs that I like on there.
Yeah, I knew.
Well, I mean, those albums were back to back, so.
Yeah. Man, Blue Sky, that's one of the reasons why Eat a Peach is one of my favorite albums.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
like, no lie. I mean,
I've actually seen the original lyrics that Dickie Betts wrote.
Hell yeah.
Like it. Yeah, it's in the Big House Museum. It's
Yeah.
it's on the wall. It's like it's like signed by him and everything. That was like he was like look, they put it over like a window, which was like where he sat when he wrote it or whatever.
I got
that's
you.
badass.
Because like the Big House, then that they call it that because that's like where everyone stayed for like 3 years. Like everyone, the whole band except Dickie Betts. He never officially lived there. He was like the guy on the couch.
Yeah.
So he'd like come and go. Yeah.
That was me growing up with these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blue Sky, man, that's my number 4, man. I love that
Yeah.
song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that very good song.
Again, on a great album. You know what I mean?
Great album.
Trey? Passing the feather to you?
To me, that feather is Midnight Rider for my number 4.
Midnight
All
Rider.
right. Classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a classic.
Yeah. I think that's what got them I believe that was what they say made them get labeled as Southern Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I can see that.
Midnight Rider. Yeah. Which I believe Midnight Rider is oh damn it. Greg. Ain't that a Greg song? Is
I
Midnight
thought it
Rider?
was Dwayne.
The Allman Brothers?
No, it is the Allman Brothers, but I'm saying ain't Greg the one that
Singing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he wrote it.
Yeah.
Dickie Betts, but it's not. I think that one's
No, Dickie Betts got the higher.
I know
Country
his
is
voice.
voice,
I know
yeah.
his voice.
Yeah, Dickie Betts was like the country singer almost.
Yeah, I know. He did Ramblin' Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. I know his voice, but I was just talking about. That's why I was probably getting confused on who wrote it, like the song type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who wrote the song.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's my number 4, Midnight Rider.
If I'm not mistaken, the fucking
That's a fucking.
What's Done is Done was a song that, if I'm not, I think that's the song. I want to say Dickie Betts wrote that song, and they got into like a huge argument because fucking Greg Allman was like, "Man, you wrote it. You know how it's supposed to go. You just fucking sing it." And he was like, "I don't want to fucking sing it. You sing it. I wrote it for you."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was getting at. I was like, I couldn't remember if that's how Midnight Rider was, but no, Midnight Rider was a Greg Allman song,
Yeah.
and I believe he said that's
it's very interesting how the band dynamics work like that because Dickie Betts his background was like he loved country music
Yeah.
and like to play like you could tell when you hear the Dickie Betts written songs it's more of the country aspect and
But even his voice.
then you had like Greg and Dwayne they were like really into like R&B
yeah.
like back then, like Motown and shit. And then you had like J-Mo was like a jazz drummer, like he liked jazz.
Yeah.
And they would trade their albums back and forth. Like that's how they got like so acquainted with each other. They would listen to each other's records. I always thought that was really cool.
J-Mo, he's the
we got you to build that relationship, you know, that
he's the black guy, right?
Yeah, he's the black drummer.
Yeah, no. I watched the whole thing because like they had two drummers, and a lot of times when you see them live.
Yeah, I think but did a lot of the like percussion part.
Yeah. But
Butch Trucks was like the drummer, the most just like as you would imagine a drummer.
Yeah.
With a drum set.
He was talking about how he was doing jazz and some jazz fusion and shit. That was like he was going to be a jazz drummer. That was his whole thing.
Yeah.
And he wound up playing with Allman Brothers and made like a fucking 40-year career out of it.
He's the only Allman brother alive, ain't he? Right now?
Yeah.
Like,
He still plays too.
Yeah. I
found that out when I was down in Georgia. He still plays around town and shit.
That's crazy. See, I didn't know that.
But yeah. He's got to be like in his 80s.
He's badass, man.
Yeah.
He's badass. He's got a really long name. If you look him up, look up his name. It's really long.
So we do.
I can't pronounce it.
I'm supposed to do number. Am I supposed to do my number 3 now, or is that not you, Jimbo? You're supposed to do number 3.
No,
this is my number 3.
It's your number 4, ain't it? Or you went
he did 4.
It's Jimbo's 3. It's Jimbo's 3. Yeah. Sorry.
Trey said he's got a long name. His name's J-Mo Johansson.
Nah, it's not
that long.
No, if you actually look it up, man, I'm telling you, look up
his. It says his real name is John Lee Johnson, and known by a stage name J. Johanny Johansson, or J-Mo.
Yeah, I seen it one time. It looked really long.
Maybe it was the J. Johanny Johansson part.
Maybe it's that. Popping it out.
Triple J.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Maybe I'm illiterate. I just can't. 17.
It's that Newport.
Yeah, the Newport education right there, boy.
Public school education, son, at its finest.
Everyone's good at math.
Nah, but my number 3 would be Ramblin' Man, for sure.
I got you.
Hey.
Yeah, that's going back to the Dickie Betts. Very country oriented.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell in that song. And they really didn't want to do that song because it sounded too country. Like Greg and all of them, but they did not want to do that song.
Amen.
And then Dickie was like, "Nah, dude, like this is a fucking hit. We're doing it." And it was their biggest hit. So I mean,
that is true.
Good for Dickie for putting his foot down.
Good for Dickie. That's right.
That's right. He said.
And that is probably the one Allman Brothers song I can remember. I can like always remember knowing that song.
Yeah.
You know how like you always like I think I said it back when we did Skinner. I've never had a time where I can't remember not knowing Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah, exactly. That's same.
It's like the same with Ramblin' Man.
You said the same thing about When I Come Around also.
Yeah, that too for some reason. But yeah.
Shit.
It happens.
Of course, I mean when I was that little, that was when it came out. So, you know.
This is
it's just only natural.
That's
right. That's right.
3 great songs, by the way.
Yeah. Those are good songs. Yeah. Timmy?
I was waiting to see if he was finished. I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm done.
Scratching his head like he was going to say something.
Man's getting tired.
I was looking.
I could see his hair growing.
My number 3 is not for the faint of heart.
Ooh.
But
I didn't actually peek at it. I tried.
The older I get, the more I find myself listening to it. And I'm talking about part 1 and part 2. I combine them as one full song, and that is Mountain Jam.
Mountain Jam, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I wrote that down.
I could honestly say I've only ever gotten through the entire Mountain Jam. Like, I can count it on one hand, maybe 3 or 4 times.
You got to do it.
That's why I eat a piece.
You just got to get in there, start tearing shit apart, and you're like remodeling your house, drinking beer, and you're like, when Mountain Jam Part 1 and Part 2, when you play them back to back, just the whole thing, when it's done,
the house will be complete.
you got a whole fucking wall tore apart. Ready for sheetrock.
Go get the paint.
I'm telling you.
Go get the mud and the paint. We're not even gonna let it dry.
That's right.
That's my shit, bro.
This motherfucker. Oh man.
I'll be out there fucking.
That's
I'm
a
telling
good
you, you wanna piss your old lady off.
That's off the
Tell her you're only gonna be out there working for 2 songs and then play them 2 songs.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Yeah, talk about tearing. Well, I know you're not talking about the song, but tearing the song apart. There's like so many good licks and fucking runs and
Sub songs.
Yeah.
there's so much good shit in that.
Yeah.
Like
Honestly,
they could have made like 20 songs out of that.
They could have just took them 2 songs and made like 1 EP, just fucking bam, just
Bim.
you know what I mean?
Bim.
Well, I mean, I never knew it was 2-parter. I always saw it as one
Yeah.
Well, it's
solid.
it's Mountain
too.
Jam on the album, and then at the end of the album, it's Mountain Jam Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've never noticed, I guess.
technically 2 different songs, but it's like, you know how like
It's like
bands
extended parts.
like a reprise, so it comes
Mhm.
back. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I got you.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it
So
is.
for anybody out there listening, if you're sitting in traffic, mad at the world, and you want to hear some jams, and
Really want to blow that skin.
think
Sure.
about how
Yeah.
much
You
money
ain't got to be mad at the world.
Yeah, thinking about how much money you want to spend on some new blotter merch, and you've already listened to all our new stuff.
Yeah. You blotted it out.
Go do Mountain Jam, then come on back.
Come back.
You know, because you know what goes good before Mountain Jam?
Water's fine.
Sunburnt and Drunk. And after Mountain Jam, Life on the Water, which is out now and available everywhere worldwide.
This guy.
It's like a blotter Allman Brothers sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, and comment. Mid-episode.
But anyway, Mountain Jam. That's my number 3.
Mid-episode.
Oh, that's a good one.
Trey?
Trey, what is your number 3?
Smell like
Rambling
potato
Man. What? Piece of work.
chips.
Rambling Man. Hey, man. I probably smell worse than potato
You're good.
chips right now, dude.
Hey, look this way. All I can smell is potato chips he's been eating.
I love it. Rambling Man. Come on now. What more do I need to say? Another one off of Brothers and Sisters.
Yeah,
Rambling Man.
Yeah.
that's the song off Brothers and Sisters.
Come on, man. Why are we killing you?
You're killing me, bro.
Don't look at my list.
I ain't looking at your
Don't
list.
talk about my list. Don't think about talking about my list. Don't sing about
Your writing's
thinking
about well, it's a little bit better than Jimbo's writing. You ever seen Jimbo's writing? This shit looks like fucking
chicken spots.
hieroglyphs.
Dude, I can't even read my own handwriting half the time. Yeah, pretty much. It's like a weird like combination of fucking cursive print, Cyrillic.
Dude, I actually
Great.
I'll almost always write my damn T's and my L's in cursive for some reason. Always capital too.
My R's just look like a line. Like, there's no curve. It's just a line.
I do capitals.
It's
so
like
much,
an I without the dot.
and I don't know why, but ever since I was in grade school, man, like they would always get on me about putting capital letters everywhere. I don't know why. It's like every time I go to start a word, it'd be like capital letter.
Looks
Yeah,
better.
you know what I mean? I
Looks
fucking-
better that way.
I still do that shit. If you read like my lyrics and shit,
That
you'd be like, why the fuck is there a capital letter on R? Fucking, you know what I mean? But
put
capital A.
You
R.
randomly capitalize wrong
Yeah.
words.
Bro,
Put
swear to
respect.
God.
He wants emphasis. That's to emphasize it.
Yeah.
But I just didn't feel like putting the rest of the letters in capital.
Like, I want you to
That's
sing-
it.
I want you to
That's the
sing
first
with
one.
balls wherever you see a capital letter, whole songs in
Yeah.
caps. Fucking.
Eat a peach because it's in capital.
Jimbo,
That's right.
what's your number 2?
Project.
Since
Oh, my number 2.
here we go.
Yeah.
You ready?
Them top 2, man, they were hard.
Look at it.
This one could easily be number 1 too. It's One Way Out.
One Way Out.
Yeah, another one off of Eat a Peach.
Yeah.
It's man, I
Another
love the
great
story. Yeah, it's a great song. That's my jam. Like if I'm gonna put a song on, it's gonna be that one.
Yeah.
For Allman Brothers. Yeah.
Not Mountain Jam. I got you.
No, not Mountain Jam. Too much for me. I gotta be in the mood.
If I'm gonna jam a song, I'm gonna listen to a song that doesn't have jam in the title.
yeah.
Like, you know.
Oh man.
There's a little more. I mean, there's words in this.
Yeah.
I like some lyrics to my music.
It's okay, Jimbo. I forgive you. It's fine.
Timmy needs it simple. He can't fuck up the lyrics if there isn't any.
That's right.
That's right.
That's more like me.
I was talking about that tonight. We posted that fucking. There's a reel of us playing free for all at the hometown show last year. I told Trey tonight when we were bullshitting with Roger, I was like, go back and listen to it. I was like, listen to the second and third verse. I was like, I was just mixing 3 verses together because I couldn't remember the fucking words, but I weren't going to stop.
Yeah, I got it.
That's right.
That's my problem.
No need to stop.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to keep it going, babe. It's a job. You got to keep this
One way out.
You got to keep the train rolling.
One way out.
That's right.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
My
Keep that
number 2. You ready?
I guess. Don't look
Okay.
at my list.
Oh.
Cheater.
My number 2
My number 2
is Jessica.
Hey.
Nice.
I fucking love that song. I still play that song all the
There's
time,
number
man.
one's gonna be like rambling.
I fucking shut your whole mouth. I fucking
I know. That's what he means. Like, y'all are killing me.
I used to play like whenever I would go play with Billy Todd. You know what I mean? He'd be like, "I gotta take a break from singing. What you want to jam?" And I'd be like, "You already know what I want to jam." He was one of the only people I would ever play with that, I mean, knew Jessica. Like he could play
Both parts.
both. And he could play all the lead stuff if I wanted him to, or he could just sit there and play the whole rhythm part and get it right so it sounded right.
That's what's up.
Like he'd be like, you play all the
I'm
solo
gonna say I
stuff.
can't do that.
So I would play all the solo stuff, and he would be like hybrid picking this 12-string, doing the guitar stuff and some of the bass lines in it.
Yeah, he's really good with that.
You know what I
he
mean?
was.
And we would fucking kill it, man. I used to love playing that song with Billy.
That's actually what made me want a 12-string was his 12-string Ovation.
That Ovation, dude.
That
Yeah,
thing was slick.
that dude was a monster too.
Yeah.
There's a video somewhere of us playing Freebird with him.
Oh yeah.
Where I was playing the piano. Trey was doing the slide part.
Oh man, that was a good one.
He was playing the 12-string up there at Gill's
Yeah.
on that party barge they got out back.
Yeah.
So Lydia was talking about it the other day. She's like, "Yeah, it was on like my memories or some shit."
That's what's up. That's one that needs to go on.
I was like, "I need that video."
We need that clip.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
He actually turned me on to that Night in White. Was it Nights in White Statins?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the Moody Blues. He turned me on to that.
Rip to a great man.
Yeah, man. That dude's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Love Billy.
Good man.
Well, Trey.
Out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was looking for his jacket.
Oh, I took it inside.
Yeah, I was looking
Yeah.
for the jacket.
I was gonna frame it. Got some pictures of Billy and shit. I got his damn he always talked about it, never knew I had it. I found it in the box that they gave me. And it's his that's a original license plate that he got in '64 from the New York World's Fair.
Hell
Oh, nice.
yeah. I'm about to grab it. Tim beat me to it.
Fucking,
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, big dog.
Not that it means a lot to anybody, but I mean,
Does to us.
he was
Does
happy.
to us.
He's like, I've been to one World's Fair. He's like, I went to it in New York because as southern as Billy Todd was, that's where he was from. He was actually.
Oh,
from-
really?
Yeah.
Truth comes out.
Yeah, he was born in New York and then moved down to like Florida.
Yankee. No.
He was down there in the '70s, bro. Billy fucking jammed with Ricky Medlock and them. He's like, I was at Muscle Shoals when the Swampers and shit were in there recording and stuff.
Yeah. He had some cool shit
Like,
to tell.
I mean, dude had been around, man. Like I've seen fucking, I got pictures somewhere of him with like
I've seen
Blackfoot
pictures
and shit back in the '70s
of-
and
yeah,
stuff.
I've seen pictures
yeah,
of
dude.
him with some big guys.
Billy was the man. But anyway,
My number
on
two.
Jessica, like,
My
you know,
number
and
two.
Jessica's my number 2, you know what I mean? And me and Billy used to kill that shit. Enough said.
Upset. Period.
You know what I mean?
Period.
And it's a great fucking song.
My number 2, this guy, my number 2 is one of the best, I think. Obviously, it's my number 2. It's Whipping Post, son.
I was waiting for him to say Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Oh, God. No, Timmy, as much as I love
No, that's a good one, Trey.
Yeah, Whipping Post, dude,
Yeah.
that song,
Yeah.
you know, when you're having a bad day and you just get in the shower, you're angry
yeah.
at the world, you throw that shit on your speaker and you jump in the fucking shower and you scream that or in your car, I know you out there is in your car and you're screaming shit. That's what you're screaming right there.
Yeah.
Time to whipping post, you know. Oh, I feel like I'm dying.
Screamed in my
Yeah.
good ear.
Yeah.
Fucking.
He can't hear no more.
Something tells me Trey's done this before.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I should be used to
I
that
love
by now.
that song, man. Love it.
Another song that was one song that Billy Todd always kept in his fucking
And Whip, I believe,
wherever he played.
I believe Whipping
Yeah.
Post was off their
Whipping Post.
was that off their debut album? I believe
Yeah, I
so.
think so.
1969.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the shit. Care who you song fucking kills. Yeah,
Fuck
see?
you. That's in
See?
my head.
See? Done did it.
Done did it, son.
But
Done
woke the
did
kids
it.
up at Jimbo's house. That's how powerful it
Oh
was.
yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
how powerful it was. Jimbo's like, damn it. It's your number one.
You good,
Number
Jimbo?
one. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
Okay.
It's your number one.
Doing an
cousin.
awful lot of looking over there in the corner, buddy. I mean, if you got somebody tied up, that's on you. That's cool. Like, yeah, I mean, what you do on your
I
time,
was like-
you know what I mean?
I was waiting for him to come back with, damn kids. I done told them they got school in the morning and it's June.
Yeah.
Mad for no reason.
Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night.
June.
June. Don't you got
School's
school?
out.
Something? Church?
That's right.
No, my number one.
Trying to go to dad,
Is-
daddy. That's too damn bad, buddy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He spit out his number one wherever we're talking shit. He's only got a selective amount of time.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jimbo.
We'll
What's your
stop-
number one?
We'll stop kidding around.
My number one. Ain't wasting time no more.
Hey.
Hey, yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah. That's off of Eat a Peach too, ain't it? Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I
a,
love
that's,
how it
that's a fucking good song.
like starts out with the piano, you know, and then when the slide comes in.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
love
what
it. Absolutely love it.
that one in the memory of Elizabeth Reed.
That's a good
That's
song,
another-
too.
That's
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Those two were in my fucking honorable mentions. So let you know they're not.
Now
mine.
that one, I believe, the one you're talking about, Trey, Elizabeth Reed. I can't remember that one as well, but also the song "Little Martha." They
Yeah.
used to hang out in a Rose Hill Cemetery in
Yeah.
Macon, Georgia, and they're like that was just like their hangout, and they wrote a bunch of songs in the cemetery.
Yeah, and I want to say it's at those spots where.
Yeah, and there's actually a Little Martha statue. I can't remember the girl's name, but there's literally a statue of this girl on her
Yeah.
headstone.
Yeah.
It's
they
actually
all-
where they're buried. Like
Yeah.
the whole band is buried there.
Oh, really? See, I didn't know that. I did.
Yeah.
Should have known that because that's where, like you said, they hung out. That was like a hangout spot. Like
Yeah,
you
that
said,
was their hangout spot back in like the
hang out, like,
60s.
there and stuff.
Well, you know, all the
And that's
Scared
how- that's
Boys,
how
they're
stuff-
buried in one graveyard out there in Jacksonville, Florida, I believe.
Makes
somewhere-
sense.
Gainesville, Florida, something like that.
Mhm.
That I think Gainesville, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. That's where.
It's right beside it, right? Gainesville,
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's what
outside
I'm saying.
of it there, yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
Matt, Dwayne and Greg. That's like where they moved to when they were younger. That's where they grew up.
That's where Tom Petty was from, Gainesville.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was saying that earlier in the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
All the guys are from that.
I'm
area.
from-
All the greats
yeah.
that we love.
Yeah.
Something about that area. Produce some good ass musicians.
Is it my number one?
It's your number one.
It is your number one, Timmy.
That was a great number one, Jimbo. By the way,
Thank you. Thank you.
I love that song.
My number one is Ramblin' Man.
I called it.
Because that's
Alright.
where it deserves to be.
I fucking called it. You got opinions, buddy.
No, Ramblin' Man has always and will always be my favorite Allman Brothers song. That's
Yeah,
probably
it's
one
a
of my
great-
favorite songs.
Yeah.
Like, if you had to
It is a
say
good one.
you can only take 10 songs with you and you're going to go live with volleyball on a fucking island for 2 years,
Well said.
Drinking-
Well said.
I'd probably have to put that. As one of them,
Man,
you know what I mean?
he's just singing to the coke.
I don't know. I might switch it out with Mountain Jam if I get more music
Oh,
that way. You know what I mean?
That's when he gets mad and throws the ball.
Yeah.
He goes and gets it.
You know what I mean? I mean, you're badass, but you'll never be Tom Hanks knocking his own tooth out with a fucking rock and a fucking ice skate.
Oh man.
saying. Yeah.
It's a
I hope I
place.
don't have to do that.
I'm here licking my teeth now. It's a place.
Bro, you should see Jimbo's face. Like I've seen it so many times. Like
I'm
I can just
right
imagine
now.
it. Like fucking
Looking at his
Jimbo
face.
broke his leg. I broke my leg. So like I'll just send him random videos of people breaking their shit like right before he's going to work to go do something. And I'll just get back fucking God damn it,
For
Timmy.
all of you out there that don't know, I actually watched Timmy break his leg.
It's like I fucking leg hurts. I don't even want to go walking nowhere now. Fucking yeah.
Got me scared to work.
Yeah, Timmy was coming to pick me up for jam practice one day, and I have a $22,000 three-wheeled bicycle that I still have, as a matter of fact. Still have it. We need to hang it up in front of the studio.
Dude took one bite of his sandwich, watched my leg turn into a noodle, and then just threw it.
Yeah, you owe me a fucking sandwich, buddy.
You know, that wouldn't have happened had he not had to make that sandwich and left me out there unoccupied.
I did just get that bike.
Just saying.
Oh.
Don't blame Trey for your dumbass.
Not Evil Knievel, but Awful Knaffle over here.
Yeah.
Awful Knaffle.
Yeah.
Awful Knaffle.
Knaffle just wants to break his legs and shit. Fucking jackass.
Well, sounds like the Middle East version of Evil Knievel.
Yeah, bro.
My number one.
Fucking Bollywood Evil Knievel.
Yeah, you need your turban on your head.
Yeah.
I picture my Jesus.
They cut my brand new boots off me too, bro. And then left me with one, like gave it back to me. Do you want this? Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with one boot?
Yeah, you can't buy them in singles, buddy.
Put it on your good leg.
Hey, that boot's why he broke his leg. That and his gut.
That boot. I didn't have a cut at that time.
Well,
Anyway, Trey, what's your number one?
my number one.
Down the rabbit hole again.
Again. Fucking Trey, the destroyer. I destroy all the good podcasts we have with my nonsense.
He'll destroy your toilet too if you let him use it.
Yes. My number one,
Yes.
aka Chunkleton, is Soul Shine.
Oh, nice. That was one of my honorable mentions.
Because
I like Soul Shine.
Because the guitar to that is just freaking, I don't know, man. Me personally, it's always been one of my favorite songs, you know. It's something about that song. That guitar, it's one of the ones that just grabs you, you know what I mean?
Have you ever noticed this a lot about guitar with you?
I can't help it. I'm a guitar player. No, that's not true.
Trey's a fucking guitar nerd, bro.
Yeah, I am. That's my problem. I love bass too, though. So I'm not in drums and other instruments. But yes, I'm a guitar nerd. I am. Hands down. Guitar nerd. It's the only useful knowledge, guitar nerd. That guitar lick, man, it's just that.
Soul Shine, bro.
Soul Shine, man.
Better than Moonshine.
Better. Yep. Damn sure better than rain.
It's damn sure better than the rain.
Damn right, man.
Me and my fucking lawnmower turned into.
I knew I was about to say it. That's why I was laughing, because I was about to say this one. I was like, I was gonna mow my lawn. Started raining over here.
Oh, I was mowing. It rained so fucking hard. I looked like I fell in a pool with my clothes on.
I was gonna rain. I was gonna rain.
I bet.
I saw sprinkles. I live on the other side of town. I saw sprinkles on my door. I was like, oh, I just shut the door. Can't mow the lawn today. It's about to get hot as fuck out there. I think I'll leave that for tomorrow. This guy is telling me, oh, I got drenched today trying to mow my lawn.
Yeah. I'm out here fucking mowing in a monsoon.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You waited 5 more fucking minutes, buddy. You could have just
trying to get it done.
You could have just sat in the house and said,
Well, I got it done, man.
Tomorrow's
like
coming,
what killed
brother.
me was I was over there doing the other piece of property, you know, like the fucking the back half over here.
Yeah, the grass seems like a good Sunday.
Man, it started sprinkling, and I was at the very back, and me and the mower was trying to make it, and I made it up there to the shed. I know for people out there in video land have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's about 3/4 of an acre away, and by the time I got there, I was fucking soaked. So I said, fuck it, just whip that bitch back around, finish cutting. Damage was already done. Lost the hood to my mower, you know, like the lid, hit a bump, it fell the fuck off, lights went everywhere. I was like, goddamn, I had to get off, so I just throwed it in the fucking scrap pile, just kept mowing. Bro, it was a hell of a time.
Yeah.
But it's got some new mower blades on it, so, you know, for whatever that's worth. Jimbo, what's your mentions, bro?
I got a few.
Please. Enlighten me.
I got In Memory of Elizabeth Reed.
Yeah.
Is definitely one of them. Wasted Words.
Died right there.
Well, I love Wasted Words. Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
Whipping Post.
That was one of mine. Blue Sky.
Soul Shine. I do love Soul Shine.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jessica.
Yeah. I got In Memory of Elizabeth Reed, Melissa, Blue Sky, Mount Jam, Wasting No More Time.
Mountain Jam.
Mountain Jam is on there. Whipping Post is on my list, so it's not honorable mention, but you know.
I like how you just skipped right over me.
I did. Because if I let Timmy go, we'll be tomorrow talking about some shit that ain't happened. I'm over here like, these people are not gonna. They're gonna stop right there. The guy start talking about lawnmowers and rain, but we gotta go. This is
hey! There's a fucking song in that right there. Lawnmowers and rain.
Lawnmowers and rain. I just want to cut my lawn.
The next country hit.
Fuck yeah!
Country hit, baby. There I was, cutting my lawn in the rain.
There I was,
stranded, bewildered. Cut my lawn in the rain. What about you, Timmy? What's your honorable mention, sir? Mister?
Well, I don't know if they're as glorified as yours, but I'll give it a shot.
You can try.
I wrote down 3 honorable mentions that I thought were good picks.
I wrote down Eat a Peach.
Southbound, because I really love that song.
I didn't write down, but I wish I did.
It was like I said before at the beginning. I don't know how many fucking albums y'all went through listening to them, but they got a lot of fucking music, and it's hard to pick 5 fucking songs.
Yeah.
It is.
It's just hard. And I know you two are just as guilty as I am about fucking. You'll like listen to some music, you'll pick some songs, and then somebody will say a song, and you're like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Scratch and sniff, baby.
But Southbound, man, it was just. It's a great song. I just couldn't put it on my top 5. There was just some more songs. You know what I mean? Just Another Love Song.
Mountain Jam Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Hey, at least I combined.
I didn't have room for the
I
other
didn't
one,
have
but I
room.
put both of them
bro.
on there.
God.
Both of them combined. One.
No, I mean honestly, it was between Southbound and Blue Sky. You know what I mean? Look, he's done listening. He don't even care now.
The dude left the room.
I'm telling you.
He's tired of our bullshit.
I would tell him if he was held captive
session.
just to, yell once, but I think his mic's muted, so he wouldn't hear me. It's like,
All right, blink twice.
Oh no, I can hear you.
Sign language, bro.
He only blinked once, but we're gonna have to go say.
You know what I mean? Shit. Fucking. I think that means poop anyway. I don't know. Pretty sure it is. Trying to say yell shit, fucking, whatever. But anyway.
How do you yell with your hand?
Fucking very violent and fucking move it. Shut up, Trey.
Jesus Christ.
Just Another Love Song. Off Win.
That's a good one called One Lose or Draw.
That song is fucking great. That was one of my favorite songs on Win, Lose, or Draw.
Yeah, another great Dicky Betts.
Yeah, that was a great song.
And
the other one I got is End of the Line, and that's on Shades of Two Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of the last songs, or it is the last song on that album. Another jam bandy feeling song, man. Really good song.
Yeah, more than the jam band into the career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a great album. By the way, that was one of my honorable mentions. My honorable mentions for my albums was Shades of Two Worlds and Win, Lose, or Draw. Win, Lose, or Draw was actually, it almost was my number 3, but I love Where It All Begins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought I'll Allow Itself was going to be my number 3, but
me and you almost have the same list, Jimbo.
Yeah, it was close.
Man.
Hey, man, the albums, though.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Y'all got any cool things you want to bring up about the band?
I went through that deep hole with Dwayne Allman.
About the band?
Yeah. Any fun facts?
The new single? Oh, that band. I think our band. I was like, yeah, I always want to talk about our band. But yeah, no.
Allman Brothers, bro.
We're on the Allman Brothers. You're not blotter. Get your shit together. Bro.
I'll tell you that they fucking I've seen with like the Allman Brothers like diehard fan base. I see a lot of people bitch and complain about Greg Allman doing his solo thing. And how he was never as good as he was with the. I'm gonna tell you what,
man.
Greg Allman.
It's Greg Allman.
Dude, I own how many albums did he put out? Like 3 in the 80s?
I think so.
90s, you know what I mean? I got all 3 of them.
I think he did. I think his first one was in the 70s.
Fucking killer, bro.
Yeah.
But I can't think of the name of the album. The one with
I'm No Angel.
God damn, that whole album.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a cover. I thought he wrote that.
No.
Yeah.
It's a cover, yeah.
I actually thought it was him.
But he fucking killed it. I love that song, bro.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's a good song.
If we could have added solo albums, that would probably be in that would be in my top 3 songs. You know what I mean? But fucking.
And then Dickie Betts had his own band too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say.
Apparently, the Dickie Betts' son and I think it's Greg's boy and one Trucks.
Derek Trucks.
Yeah, Derek Trucks. It's Bush Trucks' nephew.
Yeah.
They actually had a band.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, they have a band. I can't remember what it's called.
They put out like 2 albums.
Yeah.
The Allman Betts Band or some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm No Angel come out in 84.
Yeah, there you go. That album.
87. But that was what he called the album.
Okay, yeah,
They
that
called the
whole
album
fucking
No
album
Angel.
kills, bro.
Yeah, released.
Yeah, I might check. I've never checked out that album. I need to check it out.
Because I'm just saying
Epic
because it's
Records.
related to the Allman Brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's good.
That whole fucking album kills, man.
Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
his stuff.
Like Tyler,
I like listening
my
to
boy
the
Tyler,
split off bands.
he's not huge in the Southern rock and that kind of stuff. But he loved that album. Like I was shocked that he was like, man, he's like, I can't stop listening to that whole fucking album, man.
I'm gonna go home and listen to it now.
That's a great fucking song. I tortured him without knowing.
I'll put that one on.
Yeah, I got one for you. It's actually not Allman Brothers.
I got one for you.
Yeah. After this video.
An album.
An album. The album too, you weirdo.
You see how much shit talking you got to hear with me and Trey together? Could you imagine how much shit we'd be talking if all 3 of us was in this room?
We get nothing done.
We would get plenty done.
That's why we only get stuff done when we're away from.
What are you
It'd be
drinking?
one giant rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It'd be that rabbit hole that Alice fall down.
We would be back on Van Halen again.
Are you drinking $10 water? Hey, we can talk.
Man, we almost went the whole time without saying Van Halen.
I had to do it. I was like, oh man, ain't nothing like this. Shining machine. Sorry, I got stuck.
Fuck
in my
yeah.
head. I got
What were
stuck
you
in my
looking
head.
for? You were going to say something.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got you. Nope. No, I'm not texting, dickhead. I'm actually sorry. Bleep that out. Or not. I don't care.
Oh yeah, let's bleep that out.
Yeah. Not the
All
4
shit we
minutes.
said.
Not the 4 minutes of talking about the lawnmower incident.
Yeah.
No, that stays. One more stays.
Yo, I remember me and Jimbo used to walk down the fucking house, down the road to our buddy Seth's house, which was like 2 miles, 3 miles away. Literally, that's not even like a exaggeration.
I got one for you.
Like we would fucking,
and you, Jimbo.
both tell our parents that we were staying at our grandparents' house.
Hell yeah.
Like our grandparents' house. For anybody that don't know, me and Jimbo are related.
Yeah, we are.
And we would both stay up there, and as soon as our fucking grandparents went to sleep, we'd be sneaking out the fucking window down the road. And I can remember many nights coming back singing Ramblin' Man. No guitars, no instruments, just walking.
Singing Ramblin' Man.
Just fucking singing Ramblin' Man.
Good time.
Hiding from cars and shit.
Yeah, going 007.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know what it's like in y'all's neck of the woods, but, you know, the cops around here have nothing better to do after 11 p.m., and they like to stop teenagers that look suspicious walking down the road. So,
Just saying.
and I'm just saying,
I wonder why.
if you look at us, Jimbo looks pretty fucking suspicious. I like what I did there.
See, you really got a kick out of that. I really tickled his fancy, bud.
Yeah.
And then blow his fucking speakers out on the other end.
Oh, yeah.
That was almost as bad as my whipping post. outburst.
One night, one podcast we'll have to fucking tell the story about where y'all fucking collapsed on me in the ditch.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, that was so funny.
I got one. No, it's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the Allman Brothers, but it's a good one. If you love
Perfect for the Allman Brothers.
Perfect. It's perfect for the Allman Brothers. It is. It goes with it. Steve Gaines from Leonard Skinner. He has a solo album called One in the Sun. You need to check it out. It's got some really good stuff on it. Really good stuff.
Oh, did you write that on mine? So
I wrote that on yours, so you will check it out.
I got you.
I didn't write it on. I would have
If you write on his own.
This guy. You wrote it on my book.
Yeah. Let me get my little facts out.
Come on, Jim.
Further.
Yeah, please.
Because there's a couple I think y'all find pretty interesting.
I bet I will.
So back in 1969, before the band was even like close to being big, back down in Macon, Georgia, they had a communal apartment. Mm-hmm. It's like one of them rented the apartment, and they all just kind of like stayed there.
Yeah,
This was before the big house.
Yeah,
the whole band and the whole crew lived there, and they called it the Hippie Crash Pad.
Hippie Crash Pad.
And a bush truck said they'd fucking raise hell, drink all night, and just be absolutely fucking belligerent. But they never got the cops caught on them because they were so loud and obnoxious that everyone that lived there just moved out.
Hey,
so it was just them.
That's awesome, dude.
Right.
Landlord ain't kicking you out when you're the owner.
Yeah. Landlord didn't kick them out. Everyone just moved out on their own.
All right, good. Y'all all still got your jobs, right? All right.
Yeah.
Please.
They just pull it together to, pay the rent. They were all good.
Hell yeah. That's what
I thought that was pretty funny.
That's great.
The next year, 1970, they played over 300 dates that year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that is a fucking tour schedule right there.
Yeah. Hey man,
that's me and 65 days off in 1 year.
Bro.
So that's like working 10 months straight.
Ted Nugent was doing an interview with somebody, and he was talking about because he started with the Amboy Dukes. That was like his first band that was like playing and touring shit. They opened up for like the MC5 and all them. He was saying that when they did their first big or their second big, they did 360 shows in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking that's
5 days off for the whole year.
How about say I know what is it?
That's
anybody heard of Joe Bonamassa?
Yeah, he's
badass blues player. I believe I saw an interview where he said he was doing like 315.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking.
You imagine doing 350 shows a year, bro?
That's every day.
Like literally 5 days off.
Some important fucking holidays, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually what it was. He was saying that because they had to have they would have to have certain days off, so they would book it to where they would take a day off if they were coming back, or like they would reserve a day off in case something happened.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they would, and then because he was like, and they were like, in the interviews, like, how do you know what's going to happen? He's like, like if the equipment was supposed to be at a show, but we're doing an outside venue, it got rained out, and they decided to cancel the show, we could use that day as 1 day off and then double book a day next week. So we do 2 shows in 1 day. And I was like, God damn, son.
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah, bro. How about that shit, Jimbo?
How about this shit here?
Tell me, buddy. Tell me.
I got
so
something.
They had they were all in the beginning, like before, basically before at Fillmore East, they were like just completely broke and they weren't making any money hardly ever. And they had a tour manager, I believe his name's Twigs Linden. I have it written down. I don't know if it's him or so the promoter wasn't paying them, like refused to pay them, and their tour manager like freaked out, stabbed and killed the guy. He killed the promoter. Like stabbed and killed the promoter for not paying him. Like that's how desperate they were for money.
Yeah.
And I think he wound up going to prison for it. I can't remember. He might have gotten acquitted for some crazy reason. I can't remember.
I think he did get acquitted, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's something. It's been a while since I made my notes, so I can't remember exactly.
I watched a document or something, and it was talking about that. Stop it.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was wild. That's when you know when you're lying in that ditch.
Like this weren't a heavy metal show. This was like some fucking.
This is jam band.
Georgia, fucking hippie peaceful band.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, bud.
Poor manager out stabbing motherfuckers.
Your life, bud. Because they're gonna take my life. I go back there with no money. That's what that was. Kill or be killed, man.
Yeah, I got one more, and then we could probably wrap it up.
Go ahead.
This one I think y'all really get a kick out of.
I got some stuff.
In the 90s, they were like they're having a lot of like problems in the band, like guitar players going in and out. Yeah. It was like towards the end of Dickie Betts' tenure with the band because they kicked him out around like year 2000, I believe.
Yeah, 99, I think.
Yeah, so they had multiple people playing guitar, and one of them happened to be Zakk Wylde.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
not that. That's cool as shit.
He played one show, and they said his stage antics didn't fit, so they got rid of him. He was the original replacement, though.
You mean to tell me that Zakk Wylde's stage antics doesn't fit the Allman Brothers show?
Did not fit him, Allman Brothers. I know it's crazy concept. I know.
Swinging his hair back and forth.
Yeah.
Who could have foreseen that?
Hey, I love.
But how's that, dude? Zakk Wylde's the man.
Yeah, I love young Zakk Wylde.
That was back when he was younger.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, I love young Zakk Wylde.
So he's like fresh off an Ozzy tour playing for the Allman Brothers. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Or in the middle of one. Who knows?
Yeah.
He does that shit too.
I wonder if they like his partying.
Yeah, he wasn't ready to amp down, you know what I mean, to calm it down.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready to lean back and get it. He just all over the place.
Yeah. Apparently that guy could fucking drink back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why him and Dimebag Darrell were such good friends.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're guitar players and they love to drink. I got one for you.
All right.
For you people out there, fans or whoever has made it this long in the video, I got some good stuff for you. Okay, so the Allman Brothers, I knew part of this, but I had to look it up to, refresh the mind. But before they were the Allman Brothers, they in the early, mid 60s, early 60s, they were Dwayne and Greg. When they first started the band, they were called the Escorts.
Yeah.
It went on to evolve into the Almond Joys.
Mm-hmm.
And then they changed it to the Hourglass, which is where they got, I want to say that's where they got their first, record label and stuff. What was it? Yeah. Yeah. For Liberty Records? I'm not sure. I remember because I was watching a thing on it. They were still, I think Greg was through them. So he actually still had to do, that's why he had to do like some solo work or something like that. Because he was still under their label technically when they were going Hourglass, or they all were, but I think Greg was like the sole proprietor or something like that. Like he was the main guy through it.
Yeah, I think they were out in LA, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, if you look, you can actually find videos of them like playing and stuff like that. They all had they look like the Monkees, had like bowl cuts and shit, wearing goofy ass clothes. They said they didn't want to fucking do this. Hey, man.
Yeah, I think Dwayne wound up convincing him to come back to Florida, and they wound up playing, get together there.
That's when they transitioned into the Allman Brothers.
Yeah.
The Escorts, into the Allman Joys.
Dwayne wanted to do something different, because he wanted 2 guitar players and 2 drummers, because no one was doing that at the time.
Yeah, 2 drummers thing is definitely that's a doozy. That's different.
It's pretty cool.
It is. And honestly, something that none of us have mentioned, but I think is a really big thing back when the Allman Brothers were first like throwing down was the dual guitar playing, the dual solos and stuff is just tasteful.
Oh yeah.
It's so tasteful. Like for what it was so, it still is, you know, tasteful.
Mm-hmm.
And that, honestly, that's one of the, here I go guitar nerd
Jessica.
again. It's one of the things that sucked me in, you know.
Well, I mean, look at Ramblin' Man, fucking. Fucking.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the guitar player was on that. It's like 50 bits.
Well, that was what, Brothers and Sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's after Dwayne Allman died.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't remember.
it's
They
been great.
had a bunch of band members come and go. I know they had oh man. He's from North Carolina. I can't remember his name. He's from Asheville.
Doesn't Greg play guitar?
Warren Hayes.
Warren Hayes. Yeah. Warren Hayes.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's from Asheville. Yeah.
I don't know if he joined. Yeah, he's from Asheville. I don't know if he joined then. I know he was in it eventually, but I can't remember when he played.
I said Les Dudek and Tommy Tolton
That's what it looks like.
sat in on several songs, but it doesn't say exactly which songs. So that was two guitar players that played with them.
So it could have been, there's sessions.
Yeah, it was like two session guitar players pretty much that did the
I got
session
you.
of Allman Brothers and Sisters.
Not official.
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, Warren Hayes, that motherfucker was bad too, son.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good
Derek Trucks is really good too.
Yes,
Yeah.
that honestly, to me, I
Amazing.
think he is the best slide player out there. I will say that right now, hands down.
Who's the
I
other
think there's video of him playing when he was like 9,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a prodigy.
like with the band.
He played with the Allman Brothers for a while.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm saying there's like video of him playing when he was 9 years old with them.
Who's the
No,
other
I think it was
truck
like 13.
guy?
13 years old.
Yeah, close enough.
It could have been 9. It's something like that. He's a little kid, and you can tell.
Yeah, he's a kid. Yeah.
Isn't there another trucks out there too? Like fucking
They got
Caddacius
yeah, he's a
Caddacius,
drummer, I
some
think.
shit like that?
I think he's a drummer.
Might be one of Bush Truck's sons, maybe.
It might be.
Could have, yeah.
Because Derek is his nephew.
Yeah. Derek's badass now.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, the things he does with slide is amazing. It like opens your mind to a whole nother way of playing with a slide.
No,
I'm
he's
not-
really good.
I'll try to get there. Reminds me of he's the one of the kid, the prodigy guitar player. Like back to the Joe Bonamassa, same thing with him. I want to say there's him playing when he was like 13. And he's played with like B.B. King and then when he was like 12, 13 years old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was born to be a blues guitar player. Just badass. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, yeah. Well, I'd say that's a good place to end it right there.
Allman Brothers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Give us a like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do. Support us. We appreciate it. If you made it this far through the video, God bless you.
Yes. We put y'all through some time.
That's what these are for.
That's right. To get to know us and what we think and useful knowledge on other bands and ourselves.
Useless knowledge.
This ain't
Probably-
TV. This is-
Probably won't save the world, but gives you something to do.
You never know.
When you're bored.
Could you imagine if the fucking world, like, as we know it, like, ended tomorrow, and then like 3,000 years from now,
This was the video.
this is the video they fucking find.
What the hell?
Yeah. Those poor aliens.
That'd be
Yeah.
fucking great.
That guy on the end is cuckoo. That man's Cocoa for Cocoa Place. Cuckoo for Cocoa Place.
Fucking. What did he
That's
say?
a good. That's good right there, man.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Remember,
Listen to the
Wherever
new
you
song.
go,
there you are.
there you are.
There you are.
All right, boys.
All right, bud.
Come on.